Hey, my loves, it's Kaylin Rose, and I'm back with another verse of the day. Well, it's going to be a couple verses, and it's coming from Romans 12, verses 9 through 14. Love must be sincere. Hate what is evil, cling to what is good. Be devoted to one another in love. Honor one another above yourselves. Never be lacking in zeal, but keep your spiritual fervor, serving the Lord. Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, and faithful in prayer. Share with the Lord's people who are in need. Practice hospitality. Bless those who persecute you. Bless and do not curse. So, oh my gosh, these verses brings a flood of memories back to me because love, truly, you can tell when someone is very sincere or does things from the heart. And to devote yourself to someone is to devote time, money, and efforts. Like when a woman that's been tired of a man that just ups and leaves her for someone else and gets with another woman and then gives her everything she ever wanted, it's because that woman was like, man, I was devoted to you. I gave you my time, my money, my effort. I put everything into you. And that's what God actually calls us to do with people, because that's what true love is. If you're not, see, some people, they know how to play it safe. They don't put all their feelings into it. They just do surface level. That's why many people just want flings, because they don't want to be devoted to nobody. That's why flings are very popular, because you're not giving someone your all. So if someone leaves you, some people are going to hit rock bottom, but one person who's not fully devoted, there's always one person who's not fully all in it, so they don't lose their mind. Because if you truly put your all into something, you want to see that thing flourish, grow, or you want that same love back in return that you devoted into that person or thing. Like you devote your time, money, and effort into taking care of your dog. You want your dog to be obedient, not run away, and just be your moral support and comfort. You don't want to see him sick when you've been feeding him and taking him to the vet, different things like that. So to be devoted to someone in love, not for gain, but devoted to because you just want to see them win. God said that's is sincere love. When you just want to see people win from the bottom of your heart, and you would do anything to support or help them reach that level. And God is also saying honor. So I love honor because I realized no one had to really teach me to honor people. So, for example, with honor, it's like, honoring a teacher or honoring a parent, honoring anybody. So, for example, if you had a parent you felt never treated you right, or just always did you wrong, or just never really cared for you, to honor that, to how do you show you honor that parent? You honor them by just being respectful. No matter how much they may disrespect you, disregard you. I've actually witnessed someone, just constantly show their respect for their mom or dad, regardless of how they treated them. That's what God calls us to do to people. Honor people no matter what. Honor people even if you, my personal testimony to this is because God, I realized today that I didn't know what I knew back then. So there was a time period when God kept allowing me to get on the phone, like three-way with a person. And the person didn't know they were calling me, but they were literally talking about me to their mom on the phone. And they didn't know I was on the phone. But I realized now that was God letting me know how this person truly feels about me. Like literally talking bad about me, but dishonoring my name and just saying all these things. And at the time, I was trying to write a 5-page essay, so I wasn't really worried about it. I'm like, well, hey, I guess I really didn't care. But when I look back on it now, I was like, wow, that was God showing me how a person truly feels about me. But I still had the respect for them. I still honored them, even when that wasn't the first time God let me in on their phone call. That was the second time. I still was honoring that person. I still was respectful towards them. I still, even when the relationship, the friendship, whatever you want to call it, ended, I still showed them respect. I still was kind towards them. I didn't treat them any type of different way. I didn't go off on them. I didn't curse them out because I honestly honor everybody. Like, that's the thing that God has always put in my heart. No matter what you do to me, I still honor you and respect you, even if I know behind my back you have no respect for me and you talk about me like a dog. And I didn't know that's what it meant to honor people. You honor people no matter what they do to you. And that's also why I'm skipping to verse 14 where he says, bless those who persecute you, bless and do not curse. I mean, I can admit sometimes in my heart, when I realized like the true feelings someone had towards me, I never wanted to see their downfall, but I would maybe curse them in my mind, like, I can't believe this person like pretended with me, you know, like I never wanted them to die or anything. But you know, God is saying, just wish them that they do better with the next person or they have a blessed life without you. But in the end, some people will not want to see you do good without them. But that was never my heart. Even if I might have cursed you, it wasn't cursing on your life. It was cursing the way I was treated. Never, what's your next? I never wanted the next person to not do well because I'm not in their life or because they did me wrong. You don't do that. But God is saying, you'll never lack in zeal. Zeal is like your enthusiasm, your happiness and joy. Zeal, just to be zealous. Keep your spiritual fervor and keep serving the Lord. And spiritual fervor is like always in expectation for an encounter with God. Always trying to see God's hand in everything. Always trying to see him throughout your day with an immense amount of faith. Like by faith, something miraculous will happen in your day or for someone else. And that's what spiritual fervor is. God is saying you will never lack in that by being devoted to other people. Seeing them, honoring them, you will have spiritual fervor and zeal with that. Joy with that, with your spiritual life. And God's saying be joyful in hope, hoping that some people hope for the worst. But God is calling us to hope for the best. Like whatever you think the worst case scenario is, God is like, have hope for the best case scenario when it comes to you. And to everyone in your life, I'm learning, it's not just about you. You have hope for what your eyes can't see. If you see someone going downhill, all you're supposed to have is hope that one day they will turn their life around or God will turn their life around. Period. God is saying be patient when you're being persecuted, when you're being afflicted, when you're not in a good, comfortable space. Be patient when you don't have a job. Be patient when you don't have any friends. Be patient when you don't have that relationship you want. Be patient when your finances ain't right. Be patient when your family isn't getting along. God is calling us to be patient in anything that's currently afflicting you right now. And faithful in prayer. See, there's even times for me, I'm like, I am so tired. I do not want to pray, but I still go in that closet and it's like, that's where you push through. When you don't want to pray, I always have it in my mind. If I ever don't want to pray, that's when I need to pray the most. Because why don't I want to pray? You need to pray the most to show your faithfulness and to keep that relationship going with God. Because you're supposed to bring to him your problems anyways. And so God is also saying in verse 13, share with the Lord's people who are in need. Practice hospitality. So hospitality, oh my God, I've always been this kind of person. Like in college, I loved sorry about the drinking days. Loved making my daiquiris. I loved cooking. I'm a very hospitable person. So God is saying to practice that. And it's like all along I've been practicing that. That's actually one of my strengths. I love making sure people are well fed and having a good time. But God said, don't limit that to just family and friends. Limit that to everyone. Everyone you should practice hospitality with, like treating them as family, and share with those in need, like homeless. Or if you don't like to go around homeless, then there are different volunteer areas where you can share with people, even donation centers. You got all them clothes just sitting, speaking to myself also. That's why I'm always constantly donating, because that's sharing with people in need. Some people need them clothes that still got the tags on it. Some people need them shoes you ain't touched in 3 years. You keep wearing the same clothes, the same shoes. Donate them, give it to someone in need. You're sharing with the Lord's people. So I love you guys, and I hope you guys just know to honor someone is probably the best thing you do, because sometimes it's not for them, it's more about yourself. To know that, I feel like when you honor someone, it shows you are sincere. Like, I sincere, even though you might have meant something to harm me, even though you might not feel well about yourself at the moment. So, sometimes people just project. So even though you might not be in a good space to like me or whatever is going on, like your life, whatever the case may be, you show respect and honor towards people, because you never know what demons they battling in their head. So you honor them regardless of anything they've said about you or done to you, because it shows you have respect for them and yourself, to not dog them out. Because at one point, whoever the person, because sometimes it's not strangers you're going to be honoring. Sometimes you have to honor people close to you. So at one point you adored or loved that person. So it's important for us to honor those people, but also strangers too. So I love you guys, and I hope you guys have a blessed day.